we met at that charity show in Medford with Ty. Fucking, I can't remember what the charity itself was, but like,
Brent, you know what's really funny is when
Ty.
before you were here, Logan was like, "Oh yeah, dude, he totally knows."
No, you guys
me.
asked how well I knew Brent. I said we've done a few shows together in Oregon and in Washington.
And then I'm lying back.
So
I'm like,
well
yeah,
enough.
we've met a couple times.
No,
Yeah,
I know we've been at Tacoma Comedy Club together, but I didn't know we did a charity show in Medford. Dude.
Yeah, it was.
You're just doing so many charity
Ty
shows,
Boyce,
dude.
I'm trying to think of who else was
You're
there.
just a charity master.
There was like some fucking theater chick there that was telling some story about like having a hairball on her cervix.
Was it at the Ghostlight Playhouse?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
go, dude.
It was that show.
They're like 24-hour like
that stream thing. Yeah, it was the end of that. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I was in a bright orange sweater.
Okay, there was a guy who fell out. There was a guy who fell
What
out
are
of
you, a
his
chick?
chair.
Don't you remember? I was in the bright orange sweater.
I just did like 2 minutes on it.
I was wearing these super cute heels.
Fuck
Don't
you.
you
That's,
remember?
that
Oh,
sweater
dude.
stands
Don't
out.
you?
That sweater stands out. I stand on that. I stand on that. But no, obviously not that much. But
All I remember about that show was that right before I went up on stage, this dude fell out of his chair. Like he was in a tall chair. And I guess he fell asleep. And then I was getting ready to clown on him because it was the set before I went on stage. And then he was so embarrassed that like he and his friends just left before I got on stage.
Yeah, I mean, at some point
It's
you
pretty
gotta
embarrassing.
leave.
We're doing comedy in the rain.
Toronto needs to get rid of Kyle Lowry ASAP.
You're getting on my fucking nerves. I told you now you need to either leave, throw it away, or I'm calling security.
Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lowry's.
Shouts out.
Formally
shouts
start
out
the
my
show.
phone.
Should we intro the show?
Hitting me in the face.
Yeah, we could probably do an intro.
Yeah, well, let's get cooking here. We're all warmed up now.
Yeah.
Rough sets.
All right, rough sets.
The roughest.
Next
It's
episode.
funny. I was
What
like-
is what
I was
episode
like,
is
oh,
this?
I
This
asked
is
some
like
questions to build rapport, and then just up front because I don't really know these
Yeah.
guys, and then I offended Logan.
You didn't offend me.
Not hard to do.
Like that's the
So
thing.
sensitive these
Is
days.
I never
Dude,
like
you
to.
are a producer.
I never like to assume people.
It was 2 minutes in
remember
Medford.
me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
like,
like.
hey, have I met you? He's like, yeah, we've done like 4 or 5 shows together.
he's the reason I'm on the show, so I appreciate you guys.
I was like
having me.
dressed really cute for all of them.
Brent's like a good producer because he like pays attention to when people are upset and cares about it.
Yeah,
No, I'm not offended. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like to assume when people remember me most of the time.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
like I'll introduce myself to a lot of people and they'll be like, "Yeah, we've met." But like I had already said to these fuckers that we had met, so I couldn't back out of it.
Well, we definitely met. I was just asking specifically about lineups.
Well, welcome to the show, Brent Lowrey.
Brent
Thank you.
Lowrey.
Hey,
Friend of
Thank
the
you for
podcast.
coming.
thanks for having me.
Yeah,
via
of course, man.
Portland.
What
Oregon.
episode is this?
Jesus, dude. This guy knows
Portland,
no
Oregon.
geography.
It's not a matter of not
Willie
knowing
might
no
be the
geography. I
most
misspoke. I misspoke.
No,
Yeah,
you're
but
just
it's-
an idiot. That's
You're
what
just so
it is.
nervous. It's all right, dude.
It's a
all right.
trend
This is
of
big
bad
episode.
geography knowledge.
What did he say? It was factual.
He said
Yeah,
Portland, Washington.
I got it right.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
listen to anything that these fuckers say to you about me for the rest of this hour.
Portland, Washington.
Constantinople.
I did not say that, but I didn't say that, did
Oh,
I?
okay. No, I
didn't
didn't-
say
that's
Portland,
not what I
Washington,
heard.
Did I?
Oh man,
Run
no,
it
it's-
back.
Motherfuckers.
it's
I
good
heard
to have you.
whatever he meant is what I heard.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Nice guy.
But yeah,
bro.
you're
Welcome to the podcast.
That-
dude. Welcome
that's
to
kind of
Wrestling.
not the theme of this show. Is being
No.
nice guys.
It's
My
not.
bad.
No,
you
it is-
fucking
it is being
pussy,
mean to
dude.
everyone.
You fucking get a map, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of being mean, where's
Dumbass.
Zach's
Dude, you got
fat
a map
hat?
right over
I'm
your
gonna
shoulder.
let
that
Zach
later.
not, or I'm gonna let Brent not be on my side for right now, because when we do the weigh-in, we're gonna be on the same side. and we're gonna be
Yeah,
coming
we're gonna
down on
gang up on
Sunday.
Zach.
I can
Yeah,
guarantee
you-
you
you
that.
We do a weigh-in?
are
We do
sure
a weigh-in.
Every
Hell yeah.
episode
Yeah.
we do a weigh-in, and these two have been going back and forth on the fattest, and so we
Baby
gotta.
back.
I
Neck
think
and
going
neck.
back and forth is a little bit generous.
Fattest.
I have
Everybody in
been-
here.
I have
the last
reigning
3
supreme,
episodes.
and I've had
The
some
last 3
posers
episodes
take
have been
my
back and forth.
heaviest, coolest dude on the
Mhm.
cast.
None of us
crown.
look like we would last a week on an island.
These two
You
fat
look like you
pieces
might
of
have
shit.
already
Epstein
lasted a
Island.
week on the island.
Maybe. I've been in Tacoma for
Farewell to Epstein.
Little
I've been here
St.
for 4
James,
days.
dude. Yeah, I need 2 weeks to get everything done there. Actually.
Not that island. Not Epstein's island.
Dude, I haven't had a vacation in so long anywhere with a beach. I'm down to go. Like,
So we had a show together on Friday.
Hell
in
yeah.
Olympia.
heard you had a rough set.
I had a rough set that
No,
night. I
dude.
felt like it went poorly. You did the thing, the
Quit being
very
so
nice guy
fucking
thing.
nice.
This is where you don't have to be nice. You did the nice guy thing. Like, oh, you did great. It did not go great.
Which part did you think didn't go great? First of
The
all, you're going
first
up cold.
14 minutes.
No, no.
You were the
Here's some
host?
things.
I hosted. Yeah, it was
Good
cold,
room,
the mics,
young crowd. Zach went in fearless, opened with pedophilia,
obviously.
and
That's what you got to do for young kids.
he had a Cosby joke in there. Like, he didn't hold back on his content, and I think it set the show off on a good. Because then I got to say whatever the fuck I wanted to. You had opened them up, and I don't think they ever really pulled back. I think the only thing that
You're
sucked.
very nice to me.
The only thing that sucked was that cable.
Bro,
because the
10
mic.
feet long, and like if you moved it even slightly, it
Was
was
taut.
like it was.
No.
That's what
brutal,
she
dude.
said.
There was only one fix for that mic, and it was ripping the bottom.
Don't you ever.
I had
But
my,
no.
my whole hand, because I did 30, and my hand by the end of it, because the only way to prevent,
Yeah.
I had to have a death grip on it,
Yeah.
and my hand all night was just like sore.
Numb.
Sore. Yeah.
Dude.
People like to say comedy's not hard. Like they think it's not hard. They don't understand like the finger workout that you have to
Brutal
do.
on the
Something like
body.
that, dude.
Yeah, I got to
Brutal.
do more curls.
My arthritis will never be the same.
Yeah, dude.
And I
Dude-
couldn't do crowd work.
Dude, people don't realize it. He holds it together, but to this day, Cat Williams is crippling fucking the stool knee from all his days as a comic, dude.
By the way,
He wears you
I
down.
worked with him the next night, and I did crowd work.
That was,
yeah,
that was
wait, I
really
heard-
unique.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I heard
what,
about
what
that.
was
We
your
don't-
crowd
yeah.
work? We got asked not to do crowd work.
Yeah,
by
we
the
don't have to name
headliner,
anybody, but the headliner came in and was like, "Hey guys,
Like
you know,
10 minutes before the show.
just don't do any crowd work."
Don't do any crowd
Who's the
work.
headliner?
I'll tell you.
We'll
off
bleep
mic.
it. We'll
You
bleep it.
know, yeah, you
We'll
would
ble-
know.
We'll bleep it.
So yeah, I mean, look, it wasn't like a dick. Like if you were gonna ask anything, like of course, you know, maybe we'll all be headliners one day. That's a very small request.
Doubtful for Willie.
It was
but-
small, and it wasn't hard to. I was just.
Willie, dude.
I was like,
Defend yourself.
I'm gonna still address them.
Of
I'm
course.
like, there's gonna be moments where, especially if I'm up there doing 30, like there's gonna be moments that are interactive, and so I had I pushed back,
I
but
would
I
have loved
do.
if he
I,
spazzed on you though, and like when you were like, "Hey, does anybody here do drugs with their parents?" He's like, "No!"
From the back of the room.
yeah,
But no, I mean, I don't think it was unreasonable to ask, but you like typically do things. It's just like a call and response. It's not necessarily crowd work, but
sure. And I've just never, honestly, I was just a little surprised because I hadn't been asked that, especially at a bar show.
yeah,
like, before.
Is,
yeah.
is this guy's thing crowd work?
No, and he does very little.
Yeah,
So
that-
what's the fucking issue?
It
Are
wa-
you, like
I-
it's just easy to be bad at or something? Like
I don't know.
I think he had a bad experience a few weeks before. Damn, some of this we
Fitz
should
said the
some of this we
N-word.
probably should. just clip.
Fitz was opening and he said the N-word doing crowd work and he fucking like
And sometimes people will do that when they don't have enough time and purposely like say they have 20 but they can only do 15 and then they have
Yeah. I
to
was
trying
stretch
to keep
by
it-
doing
yeah.
crowd
I don't,
work.
but I don't think in
Freaking-
this situation that was the case. It's just like that's why it was such a bizarre request because I know like that person has this amount of time without doing crowd work. I've seen him do it before, like many times. But anyway, what's the craziest request you've ever gotten from a headliner to like not do? Was that the only time it's ever happened to you?
Someone told me while like I had a joke go viral and it was
Nice,
on
dude.
Instagram. and
dude,
then,
I had a homie from
Shut up,
Minnesota
Logan.
send me-
Brent's talking.
No.
Brent is talking. The guest is talking. You
It's
fucking
about what he's
communist.
saying. It was dope because a fucking
no, let's
friend
hear
of
it.
mine I
Let's
hadn't
hear it.
talked to in like 6 years who like knows I do comedy, so he like sends me comedy related shit sometimes. He sent me that fucking clip and was like, "This is hilarious."
is it because you guys used to say
Wait.
that's so gay in the 90s?
I mean, we say it now.
guys still say it, yeah.
we say it. And
Wait, how do you know he doesn't have more than one viral clip?
That's
that was
Come
the
on,
one.
don't
I
be
know that's
insulting our
I know
guest
that's
here,
the one,
man.
but
It's
that's also nice of you, James.
unbelievable.
Well, it had like 100,000 fucking likes on it, so I
Hell yeah,
assumed
dude.
that was the viral one.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Congrats
Please
on
continue, Brent.
Yeah.
Thank
that
you for joining
that
us.
somebody asked me like, they're like, "Hey, I'm working on a joke that has a similar punchline. I saw your clip. Could you not do that joke?"
Ooh, not do the viral clip.
you're like, yeah.
works so well.
Why are you doing a joke? It's because like you just saw my clip and you're working on a joke similar to it. You're
It's like I already did it.
okay.
It's like,
So then he went up and did a much less funny version of that joke, and I was like,
do you
okay.
remember it?
No.
That's great though.
He was in an orange
That's
sweatshirt.
hilarious.
I couldn't recall. I can't remember anything about the guy.
But that's so funny. Like, you already put it on wax, and the guy's like,
I don't
I
care.
want to do my version of it.
20,000
Yeah.
people like
I
that.
think I got an
successful
angle on
at
this
all.
gay thing that no one's thought of.
That was that
Yo,
was.
is that track on your CD? I still got that CD in my truck.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you the new one though.
You got the new CD
Yeah.
out,
New
dude? Hell
CD?
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so
'Cause that's the
you
thing
give
with
away you
CDs.
give away what you call a
Mixtape.
mixtape when you sell merch. Is it like just a jumbled amount of tracks, or is it like a quote unquote? Could you call it a special if you
The
wanted
one
to?
that is I'm giving right now is 2 different 20-minute sets. So one's like at a hippie commune in Washougal, and then the other one was in
Nice.
Spokane. And so I called it Hippies and Rednecks, and there's a
Ah.
joke in there about that.
Yeah.
But the thing about the mixtapes that is cool is like every 3 months I like change it because I
Sure.
do a different set, and I'm like, oh, I like this one, and
Oh, hell yeah.
it just
So you got
know,
different vintages.
It's not super high quality, but it's listenable, I think.
How'd you get
Um,
booked at a commune?
My buddy
We
Drew
fucking
Wilson,
like 9 of 'em.
Drew Wilson McGrath is a buddy in Portland, and he just finds some of the like real random gigs.
Shout out
Uh-huh.
Drew.
Yeah, he's
Drew's the
cool.
guy.
Shout out, Drew.
We did
Friend
a
of the cast.
KOA last year. It was just like one of these campgrounds with a bunch of families, and then at 8 o'clock the sun goes down, and they all are like, "There's comedy in the big
Nice.
rec room."
That's their version of turning the lights down in the showroom.
Yeah,
Just
it's
the
a good way
sunset.
for like people to
If
get
they
away
live in
from
a
their
commune
kids.
together, if like one person doesn't find it funny though, like no one's gonna find it funny.
It was like
They're all
it was
in.
like 20 hippies around in an outdoor forest.
I feel like, do you have to adjust your material? Because like they don't get jokes about like shopping at the grocery store or anything like
The
that.
hippie stuff is a lot of crowd work, but
Yeah,
I don't know which
huh.
one you
Did
heard.
Drew host?
Drew hosted, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has he been putting a lot of stuff together?
He's been
I
he
feel
came
like
up
he's
here
been
like
grinding.
five straight weekends. He was up here. He
Hell
comes
yeah.
and drives Susan Rice and features for her. I mean,
Oh,
she
nice.
can
Great
drive
gig.
herself,
She's
but
funny.
she spits game wherever
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get
Huge.
him on the cast. He's a good dude.
Yeah, you know who would love being here
friend
is
of the
Susan Rice.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
we gotta get her. That would be
No,
so
it's no
fun.
girls
My
allowed. It's no
girlfriend
girls
would be
allowed.
pissed.
If she agrees to wear a strap on the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
What
she's
the hell?
We'll
Have
think
some
about it.
respect,
No girls
Logan.
allowed.
Because
Yeah,
you're
no girls
pissing me
allowed.
right
she's
off
gotta
today.
have a package on her, dude. Whatever, dude.
You're disrespectful, and I don't care for it.
I
Shouts
met
out
your
Susan
girlfriend
Rice.
last week.
Yeah, what do you think?
She introduced herself. She introduced
Want
herself like
trade?
with. She had like a catchphrase as she introduced herself. She was like, "Sam, I am," or something like that. Like,
It's all about branding. This is what I tell
yeah,
her.
yeah. I was. You should be like, you should do something like that. I'm Zach the Hack or whatever.
That's fair.
Done.
That's fair.
Episode
yeah,
title.
Done, yeah. Hackery Summerfield, dude.
Bookmark it.
Bummers.
Hack Bummerfield.
That's if I did you like with your energy.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
energy's so, like,
my
here's
girlfriend's
what
into
I
hair
look
pulling.
like.
I've been trying to make a point to do more energy lately.
Yeah.
You take my girlfriend's
not
Hyundai.
working.
You take my girlfriend's
should've seen
Hyundai.
last
That's like
night.
not cool.
I don't give a shit about your
Fentanyl's crazy.
Logan Hackerfield is a great character.
Logan.
So how was James, you said you had a pretty rough one last night. You had a rough
Oh,
set
yeah.
in Olympia. Speaking
Well,
of,
I went down. It was like the first night of a new mic,
Yeah.
okay.
and they were doing kind of a weird format of like they gave a couple audience members like judging power, and if you did well enough, you gotta
What?
keep
I just
going.
Just two people that
What?
control the entire
Yeah,
room.
Two
three.
drunks
So
at a time.
it was these three old ladies who loved like one-linery, Facebooky, dirty jokes, which almost couldn't be more opposite of what I do. But it was funny because like there's this guy Superman who like usually he killed, and I'm like, oh no, this is like Bizarro World. You know what I mean?
usually
when you
bombs
go
and
in
he
and it's
killed.
just like people who like are usually too like regular, like you make you roll your eyes,
Yeah.
you know,
But they're killing.
but they're killing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is.
So you're blaming the audience.
No, I didn't.
Audience blamer?
Well, I'm just saying they
It
didn't,
sounds like they laugh easily.
they didn't like me as well
Sweet
as they
old
like
ladies who liked dirty jokes. Come on, James.
Wait, so they didn't like
No, that's
you.
a good point.
Which one of your skits did you do last night?
No, I talked.
Which one of your
about,
routines?
I talked about names. I asked them all their names.
Yeah.
That usually
get a
goes
good-
well.
Did you get a good old lady name in there?
I did get a good. One lady was Kat. one lady was
Ooh, that's sexy.
like it was like a name I'd never heard before with a D.
Dolores.
No, it was
Deloise?
like Dolores,
Dolores.
but a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, exotic.
Like
as
double
all
it
hell.
down.
So
It's
you know,
probably
I had
Dolores.
there was a lot to work with right there.
Sure.
You know.
But you didn't do anything with
Sounds
it.
like
No.
the laughs were
You just did
I'm
2 minutes
laughing
of
right
getting their
now.
names, and then they were like, out, get off the stage.
I do hate the idea of like open mics. People are already gonna sit there and judge the fuck out of you.
Oh,
So
yeah,
to give them
yeah.
the power to be like, more time for you.
What's your name, Peter? My ex-husband's name was Peter.
Yeah, how are they
No, I could-
doing it?
I could have done much better. I just didn't. I wasn't giving.
How
it
are they
energy
doing
'cause I
it? Like,
just
were they
looked at the
would they
girl I
just
was
sit
looking-
there? Would they buzz you out?
No, they had like a thing they shook.
Oh,
like
something even more
Yeah,
obnoxious
like
than
a
that.
pom pom. They shook a pom
Jesus
pom.
Christ.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
think
So
of a
it's like
worse
a
scenario than doing
cheerleader.
comedy.
They were a cheerleader, but like in a bad way.
Yeah.
What's the
2,
name of that
4,
open
6,
mic
One of them-
8.
so I
Get
can
the
one of
look
fuck
them
it
up
just
off the
like-
stage.
It was funny because it wasn't like clear what the rules or how they like how it all worked. But one lady, she was just like going to the bathroom, so she threw her thing off. She's like, I like it, but I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that happens a
So
lot.
You're over.
that wasn't mine, but it was yeah, I wasn't.
How much time did you do?
I don't know, like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's
It's not
And-
bad for a mic, though.
I mean, they
not gonna
kept it
lie.
that past like the first round or so, but it was like
Yeah.
I think they were technically letting people go to like 20.
Who-
minutes.
do you know
who
who
had
won
the
the
shortest
contest?
set?
No, I left because they the girl I was seeing her ID was expired and they kicked her out.
Who did the shortest set that
So
you
she-
saw?
There was this
Mean.
guy. This was kind of funny. There's this guy who was maybe like 50s, and he brought both of his kids,
Jesus.
and they were like in
Christ.
high school. And it was so funny to watch them react
Lose
to
all respect.
everybody's terrible
This
jokes.
is why mom divorced you.
Oh, they were just cringing so hard at every joke that the old ladies were
course.
laughing at. And then when their dad goes up, they couldn't even keep their eyes open.
Damn, that is really
it was pretty
sad.
sick. And he did the worst too.
Oh,
Wait, so is your home club Helium in Portland?
I mean, that's the one that we have, but
What's-
I'm not past there.
Really?
I'll do shows there every once in a while. Like they had the last one was like a Saturday matinee show that they did a local showcase on,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'll host the open mic on Tuesdays.
How is the open mic there? Is that gonna be my next question?
It's like
It's
show
tough to
up,
get
sign
on.
up type shit, right? That's
There's-
how it was when I was there.
Here's how Helium works, and this isn't going to be funny, but they've been there for 10 years, so they passed a bunch of people year by year,
Mhm.
and now the roster's full. Like, because a lot of those people either stayed or moved back,
Sure.
and they're not, in the last 3.5 years I've been there, they've passed 4 people as, like, hosts.
Jesus.
And headliners bring their own features now. So
Almost
everybody who
constantly, yeah.
bumped up to be a feature at some point is now, like, begging for host spots.
Yeah.
And so Tori, who hosted for David Tell this weekend, hadn't hosted in 3 or 4 months. So you might get 2 weekends.
That's kind of what it's like up here too.
Yeah.
And
it's-
people that
but
like
it's
get
competitive.
past, quote unquote. I don't think there's really like that term for TCC, but like you'll only host 2 or 3 times a year maximum. Just
But
because
if you're
like the-
in, that means you could do that here, Spokane. Now they're going to have the new
Truth,
club. So that's like
Louisville,
9
yeah.
weekends.
The new
off of
club's gonna
one
be a
booker,
lot.
And
Yeah.
there's 4 other clubs within
Yeah.
50 miles.
It's a
And
great
you can like
company
plan a
to be in with.
tour around those things if you're doing it the correct way.
It does feel like here you could put your eggs in a bunch of different baskets. There you have to just go sign up on Tuesdays, and all of those people who are passed get an automatic 5-minute spot on the open mic,
Mhm.
just bumping everybody.
which means that the 3-minute spots, there's probably like 12 to 15 of them every Tuesday, and there's 75 people, maybe 100 going out
That
for them.
sucks. And that's the only club in
I
town.
never
It's
went
the only
up
club
for
in
it.
town, and it was like, I took it very personally last year. Like anytime I didn't get up, I was like, "Come on, I'm on shows with all these people."
Right.
And like,
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not. It's a numbers thing.
Dude,
and
you
so,
you kept the scene alive.
but that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. You
Like-
should get props for it right
It's
here.
not a credit.
You get
but
props
I mean,
right
it-
here for keeping
well,
it
keep
alive.
the
What it
overall
means-
experience.
what it
Yeah.
means is
Shut
that
up, Brent.
It's been what it means is that the last 3 years have actually been really fun for comedy, and in a time where a lot of people have like lost their footing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you
I've
gotta
got
give
to
them a
help
voice,
like
dude.
be connected to people still.
Dude,
and
you
I
gave the people a voice.
Do you guys know
But
that
you actually
story?
did.
We just
No,
we
no.
found an abandoned parking lot when they did the second shutdown and everything stopped,
Okay.
and we just started doing drive-in comedy with an FM transmitter, so people would honk. They listen on the radio station.
It
and
was
they
crazy,
honk
dude.
instead of laugh. And it like started with
It was
the-
all that was
Because
alive.
that sounds terrible.
But if you
But I would've
can't
loved it
see
at the
if you
time.
can't see people anywhere,
Oh.
and you get to hang out once a week in an abandoned lot and smoke weed
Exactly.
and drink
It's
and
pretty
like
cool, yeah.
The
kind of
scene
watch
would've
your
been
friends
dead.
do comedy like you do
Yeah.
anyways at an open mic. Like nobody's really paying attention, but some people's wives were in the car. like-
Exactly, and a honk is as good,
Mhm.
better than a fake laugh.
right. You would actually get off sometimes and be like, "Oh, that was a fake honk. That was just because of like that was just because of
That was a
timing."
courtesy honk.
But then you'd be like, "Well, that one actually felt like a bunch of people like that. Maybe that was a good joke." And you look back at it, you're like, "That's terrible comedy."
Of
Yeah.
course,
But
it's what we had.
But
was-
it like
yeah,
kept the scene alive.
it kept people
people
connected to
around
each
and
other.
people fresh. And dude, I remember I went one time. I probably went like twice, maybe 3 times.
yeah,
And one time, it was so funny because when a car would leave, it was like really obvious.
dude, my
You know,
friend
Like short of having like the forklift, like
one time
like,
this-
you saw like the brake lights come on.
Yeah.
and it was like
It'd be like the equivalent of walking somebody but driving somebody. Like there was a time this guy named Bram Kennedy came up
Bram
came
Shout
up
out
on
Bram,
stage
dude.
naked.
He did.
And my buddy
Dude,
Ike's, he's a
sick.
black guy. He just immediately, like first 10 seconds, Ike's pulls out of the parking lot. Fuck that
That's
shit.
it. I'm not coming out for
Yeah.
this.
If there's an
White
open
boy.
air
Get back in
penis,
my
That's
house.
sick.
if
It's
there's an
funny.
open air penis
shout
in the
out Bram
room,
Kennedy.
black guys do not fuck with.
Bram
them.
did a lot.
They are
Does he go-
not
does
into
he still
that.
get out?
Not really. I don't know why, but he did a lot of that parking lot stuff
Shout out his
leading up
tattoo
to.
podcast where he does his own stick and pokes.
Yeah.
And each episode is a new
James
stick
is-
and poke.
What do you guys
James
think
has
about
got
guys
the
with tattoo
James is your
podcasts?
info guy. He's got the
They're pretty cool.
research.
I think they're
I think-
cool, too.
I went
they're
to
pretty cool.
I think they're really
Thanksgiving
cool.
with
As long as the audio is good.
Fuck you. Inside baseball.
He got you back finally for saying he's unbookable.
He is though.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of
What's the most unbookable thing about you?
His material.
he has,
Yeah.
he has one clean
Supposedly.
joke.
Yeah, last
He
night.
just goes,
Dude,
Do you feel
midget
attacked?
retard,
Do you
midget
feel
retard."
attacked?
dude, fuck these. I'm not gonna stay off your team. These guys are.
I love his material, but I get like
No,
why
he's the
people aren't
funniest
just
one, but-
begging to have him like on every show. Like, but me too. Like I'm in that same boat for the most part.
No, it's because they never go to any mics other than the Tacoma ones.
That's
not
what this
true.
show celebrates, right? Being bad comedians.
Yeah, there we go.
Correct. Yes.
correct.
I'm kind of the
Right.
mascot, if you will.
Yeah, but you're young,
We
right?
own
You're
it,
like
you know?
20. I was listening to an episode today. You're like 22.
21.
You're
Yeah.
21.
22 in a few weeks.
That's why we gotta make fun of them.
Fucking keep fucking up, man.
Yeah.
Go the wrong way a bunch of different times.
Dude, I might start doing it naked.
You should start doing.
I'm
heroin.
jealous.
Dude, I
Dude,
can't
don't-
believe Bram did it.
Yeah.
naked.
Don't
That's
do that.
pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a
Just
while.
go
It
naked.
was like
Outside.
December.
man.
In
Yeah.
the cold.
December.
Hey, dude, and I'm not gonna shave this ruggish fucking bush of pubes I got right now.
Dude, or your
It
chest
is.
sweater. You like have one of the like not hairiest heads but hairiest chests I've seen on
Yeah?
a young man.
Thank you, dude. That's because you're a guy that sees a
Yeah.
lot of shirtless young men, so I appreciate
It's
you
true.
saying
It's
that.
true.
You
I
know?
want to book you
Apply
for
for
my
my gym
parking
team.
lot show.
You're parking.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
bring.
still doing it
I wanna bring
exactly
a
as you were
pin-
doing COVID.
Yeah, it's way less attended, but I think I think you could get some honks, dude. Real honks.
Do you think they'd like my
Real
penis?
honest, dude.
Your penis?
The hell?
Wait, so did he just walk the one car when he went up with his dick out, or did he clear out the parking lot?
Nah,
Was
man.
everybody else? Or I guess they're just listening on the radio. Are they
Did he
even
talk
looking at the
about it, or
stage?
did he just do material?
He was like, that guy's. He's always
His
rambling
tongue,
about
was that
something.
what you were about to say?
No. Yeah, he's got a huge dick, so
He
was just up there just kinda
first
jerking.
car. That's why
No.
he walked him.
no, most people did stay for it. I think he did a short set. He
If
gives
you know what I
He
mean.
gives some time back to the lot.
He writes tight jokes. He writes dirty jokes too. I like Bram.
That'd be nice to go up and
If he
do.
just did like clean,
Yeah,
ass
very
jokes.
clean.
He walked up there and did like Jeff Foxworthy material.
With his tiny little cold cock out in a parking
That's
lot.
hilarious.
I did a
You
show
see
on
his
s-
breath and shit. He's like, "Hey guys."
I did a show on Saturday, and there was like 26 people like there to watch the comedy, and I think I walked at least 6 of them. Or at least 6 of them got up, like got a drink, and then came back like during the set. Felt pretty good, honestly.
Well, you didn't completely walk them. They just didn't
They
like
just
you.
they're like, I need a break from this garbage.
They can like
laugh.
smell the alcohol pouring off of you, and it
I
triggers
was not
them. They
drunk
want
at
to
this
drink.
time, but I mean,
It's just coming out of your glands. You know?
good.
You weren't drunk on Friday.
You weren't
No.
drunk.
No, he was
No, I
dialed in,
wasn't, dude.
dude. He started
In
the
the
show
zone.
hot.
You'd be surprised how fucked up this guy can be, and you don't realize it.
You just gotta check for the burps.
Sorry, I'm good at something.
Dude,
I'm
Zach
good
just
at
walks around those tall orange IPAs. These no, the other
the
ones.
Voodoo Rangers.
The Voodoo
Is that
Rangers,
your-
like
no.
the citrus ones,
Is
dude.
that your
He
go-to?
I get
Voodoo
thirsty,
Ranger.
dude.
I
Trey
drank.
is
a
that
little
skeleton.
parched.
I drank.
Yes.
Gotta
Dude,
wet your palate.
I got 2 of those the other night
Yeah.
and just woke up on the couch with a half a pot pie in my lap.
Meanwhile,
I did
Zach is
3 of
like,
those
oh,
a
it's my
podcast.
10
I'm
minute
like,
break
what
at
else
work.
is
I better
going on?
crush one real quick.
Nah, it's cool. It's like a whole thing. I got a problem and we do it. It's like a whole bit we do, but
It's an old bit. It ain't old yet. We're getting there, though.
Fat drunk retard.
You seem pretty committed to the bit.
hey, man, you got to be good at something, and that's the path I've chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy's like my
Fucking-
side thing.
That's my
you know?
thing. That's my
Being
You like
fat.
the dope?
No, the marijuana.
marijuana?
Smoke the weed. It's so
There we
cheap
go.
and it's so quality and
cheap.
cheap in
Mhm.
Portland. I get $20 eighths.
Whoa.
I used to
Yeah.
spend like $100-something a week on weed, and it's like
What's
I spend
up?
like
Yeah, the
30
whole
now.
San
San
Diego doesn't
What do you-
fucking play.
San Diego's
Like I
terrible.
was down in Carlsbad, and I tried to get some fucking weed. They were charging like $90 for their cheapest gram of wax. Like, bro, I like was not.
It's horrible.
I was
but
not excited to be there.
I'm sure the
What was
black
the price for like
market.
some fire, Logan?
Dude, when you said you're buying $20 eights,
Yeah.
when Brent said he's buying $20 eights,
Like
insinuating
legally.
they're good, Logan gave you a look,
I
and
did
I
not.
saw it. Yes, you did. You fucking cunt.
You're a
Yes, you
snob.
did. He's such a weed snob,
I
dude.
did
really
not
is.
give him a
He
look.
is.
I've lived in Portland. I know what it's like. It's
No,
nuts.
you were
They
$20
got, they
eights.
got
You were
some
looking
great
down at me.
Friday specials where they'd like have.
Yes, you did. It's on camera.
You're a weed snob, dude.
Yes, you are.
I'm
dude.
usually a weed snob. I was buying like $50 eights in San Diego, and I get 20.
Dude, just last night we were buying an ounce for the house. We just buy
Okay,
an ounce
break.
between the 3 of us. So I go in and we drop like $30 each, $90,
Yeah.
$100 ounce. I
Yeah.
walk in, I tell the lady that, she takes us over. This guy just fucking can't help himself. He's like, 140 if it's like some fire. you just can't not. You see that high number, dude.
He
You're like,
loves being upsold.
No,
on
that
buying
seems-
on
there's-
anything.
I'm a buyer.
you're a mark,
I've
dude.
wor-
You're
I've
such a
worked in
mark.
Sales enough to know that if I got someone like me into the conversation, I'd be excited. Because I'd be like, oh, this guy's gonna buy some shit for sure.
Yeah.
I love
With some gold, put some gold
I'm a
flakes on
buyer,
the
dude.
top.
I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
to go too cheap. You get what you pay for sometimes.
For sure.
But,
Yeah.
But I've decided that the
see what
price
we do.
to quality
Mhm.
thing in Portland is like right. It's real good.
Right at
you
the
got
$20
options.
There's some
Right.
really good
I agree.
dispensaries in Portland. There's also some really shit ones just because of the way the fucking weed scene works down there.
Dude, there's a nectar on every corner.
Yeah, there's that for sure. What area of Portland do you live in?
Southeast. So I'm like maybe half mile away from Funhouse. If you've ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I lived
Fun
on
house.
fucking
He's recommending us some good
what
weed
was it,
spots in
like,
Portland where you can go.
Foster and fucking 82nd or whatever. Foster
Yeah.
and 82nd. Flavel.
Somebody just got killed down there.
Yeah, Felony Flats is what they called it.
Yeah.
That was my fucking.
So do you go to the
Hood,
midnight
dude.
mic every week?
Dude, the midnight mic is kind of like special.
It's
like,
the best mic
when
around.
Adam
right?
was down there, and he's like, Seattle could use something like this, but he said it wouldn't work
It
based on
wouldn't
the
be-
scene.
I don't know if
Well,
there's
like-
enough like hangout comic because the thing is it's the hangout spot.
It's the hangout and it's once a week, and you come after you do all your shows, so everybody's just like coming and sharing like war stories.
Yeah.
Yes, from like I was in Salem. Oh, I was out and I did a theater show, and like everybody's
Yeah,
talking
and it's like
about
good
what happened.
comedians.
And,
And
then we
like
go try our new shit.
our
and it's
comedy
cool.
club could be that. They just don't want to like hire the staff it would take to run a thing like that.
They have the staff hired to run that.
Well, it's like who's gonna fucking.
There's no money in it.
It would
for
be
the
weird to
staff.
do at a club.
The club.
It would be
there's no
nice though
money
at the
in it.
100 seat maybe.
And well,
something
actually,
like
it
that.
could work at a club. Madhouse does it every single night in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
They stay open late.
It would be interesting at Tacoma.
Yeah.
It would
doing a
work
new-
well
they're
at that comedy bar place.
Yeah,
where
like-
where it's run by comics,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because it have that feel. Like that's kind of the joy of Funhouse is the owner. He's never really there. It feels like the inmates running the prison. And that's fine.
Mhm.
And as long as we clean up when we're done, and like aren't drinking on the parts we're not supposed to be drinking, we just hang from 12 to 2, and it usually follows a cool show at the Funhouse too, because they've been Friday nights. They do like these not quite stand up shows, so like part stand-up, part improv. Like there's this one called "Leave Your Troubles at the Door," where people the audience submits problems they're having anonymously, and then they put them in a slideshow, and comics come up and get like 3 or 4 problems that they then give advice to, or like what they would do, and like call out this anonymous person.
It's funny that you said like that's a fun like concept show.
Yeah,
and
they do concept shows. That's the word.
I was thinking about this weekend on the topic of concept shows. Is like remember like if like as part of the prize if you win The Voice, which Jess Everett did, you get to pitch like a new show.
Yeah,
I love him. Was like, why don't I just do a show where I do 10 up top and 20 at the bottom? Instead of like coming up with something like that, where it's like help the audience with their problems. Like just me.
That's actually
me again.
Well, I like a show where you're at the top end.
Shout out Jess Everett.
Is that what Jess Everett and Friends was?
Yeah.
It's not a bad model, dude. That's cool because if he gets to do that once a month, he could be like 10 up top. Like he could work 30, kind of.
And he can
put
make
in
it
new
clear
shit.
who are his friends and who are not.
Yeah. That's so funny though that's the concept.
That was the best part of that show.
None of those people were remotely good friends with Jess.
Myself, just like all of those local comics, just being like, "Oh, friends, huh?" Like just that shit.
Everyone's
so
like,
funny.
"Oh, I'm not your friend."
Well, dude, it's like
no, you're not a comic. You might be his friend, but you're not a comic.
What are you talking about?
That's a funny and it's smart. I think I've only seen him on a roast, so I hadn't got to see.
Oh,
he's good,
great.
He's great
Comedy,
people.
but Adam was talking him up.
That's
still
he
shout out
was the
Adam
last
Tiller.
guest on this cast. I mean,
Oh hell yeah!
what a guy!
Shout out Adam Tiller.
Adam Tiller loves this cast more than we do.
Dude, I've just spent like a week, maybe like the last 10 days.
He's got to
with
be on
Adam.
cloud 9.
Oh,
Yeah?
Open
Yeah,
for
he
Soda
already-
and Ari.
You got
Oh
any dirty
yeah,
stories?
Did
he talk about
Adam
that?
stories?
Yeah.
That guy's a psycho.
You
Dude.
try to fuck you.
He's
Do
really
tell.
Please.
He's so like he I didn't know he graduated first in his class in like sales and
What?
shit at,
What?
at Purdue. And then
What?
he went
What?
to he went
Fucking
to
ball and maker over
dude,
there.
he went to law school for a year. He's fucking smart,
smart.
and he goes
He's
about
wicked
this comedy
smart.
shit with a very like organized.
Mm.
They say he looks
Why
like
he was
when we
asking
go to
us.
his when we
Yeah.
were on his show, we're going armed. I'm
Yeah.
terrified.
They say, dude,
I'm
his
bringing a knife.
his whole apartment is empty
out to
of
him.
any. I opened his refrigerator and I was like, this is like. I wanted to put a picture up like Adam's refrigerator is like his heart, just cold and empty.
What is it? Just like laying
And
in
one
eggs?
picture of Mike DeVore on it. That's it. That's it. It's just a picture of Mike DeVore, his wife, and his 1-year-old baby.
Jeez.
And it's like you're like, man, this is either his only friend or who he's about to kill.
No, he is
We gotta
good
send
people.
Tiller a Christmas card. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys would be
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that'd be a
fridge.
great idea.
No, but he.
Or hit list.
You're saying like his approach is very like
Oh, he's so smart.
he's very good at what he does.
That's why he was
It
asking us
shows.
what our
He's
goals
so
are
good.
in comedy. He's like, "What do you guys?"
And
like,
it shook
Yeah.
us all to our core.
Yeah.
I think about it almost every
His
day. I'm
bits
like,
like-
I don't know, man.
He scoffs
I had
at
an
my
answer. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to
Wait,
sound
what'd you
gay.
say?
Huh?
What'd you say to him?
I don't even. I just said I would love to make like 30,000 a year off comedy. That's all I said, which is
Nice. That's
nothing.
nice.
Pussy.
What?
He
Oh, okay.
he
I'm sorry. What did
immediately
you say,
said-
Logan?
He immediately said, "You could definitely do that," and he's right.
Preposterous on every level.
$30,000.
Logan, continue. What were your dreams, dude? What did you say that was so much better than Zach making 30,000?
Yeah, what would you say to
Let's
Adam
hear
if
you
you
make
had-
Zach look dumb as hell?
It's a good
Fitz, ask them
question.
as Adam Tiller. Ask Logan
Oh.
as Adam Tiller what his goals are in comedy.
So, Logan, like, what's your goal in comedy? Like, where you want to be in 5 years?
I want to be in the argument of being one of the fucking greatest.
You want to be one of the You want to be
I
one
want to
of
be
the
in the
I bet you,
conversation.
like, get it, like, to, like,
That's all
real,
I just want to be in the
like,
conversation.
You do not
attainable.
want to be one of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
You're
I want to
not.
be.
You don't.
I
You
don't.
really don't.
I don't
No,
ever
you
think
don't.
I'll be the greatest of
You
all time.
don't.
I just want to be in the conversation where someone like for
Chappelle,
someone to
Louis
argue
CK,
my
Logan
name in the
Cantrell.
conversation and someone else to be like, I get what you're saying, but not for me. That would be
Mm.
good enough.
So you're not
Okay.
gonna? Are you doing?
You got to be an
that
original.
from Tacoma.
No, I don't. Like I don't. I've been wanting to move
I love
for a
that we-
little
I
bit,
love that
but
you
like I
bully
think
Logan
there's
into
still
this.
like more for me to gain here before I
We're
leave.
thinking London in a few years.
We were thinking London for a little bit and then New York afterwards.
I like it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I feel like it's better to go to.
Damn, doesn't that sound like
Hell yeah, Zach. That's a smart ass.
Shut the fuck up. This is the most pretentious
That's a
bullshit I've ever heard.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna go to London and
Willie,
take over the
check
scene
it off
in
the
London.
list.
Yes.
A couple of blokes. Shut up, you fucking dorks. You
That's
guys
a
A couple
stink.
of limey
Man.
fucking bricks.
You guys stink at a garbage market.
you hear
Shut
what-
up. We all stink. Grow up.
That's why I said we have. Like, I feel like there's still more to be like gained here.
The
Yeah,
sets went
but-
so bad this weekend. The conversations on the way home were
Dude,
about
my sets have been
Let's
going.
getting
leave
into
the
welding
country.
school and bowling.
And leaving the country. That's how bad your sets were.
Become a
Exactly.
welder.
Get
My,
out
Become
my
a
sets have
Damn.
been
Start
going great.
bowling.
I
That's
don't know
such a
about you, my
smart
sets have been
joke.
going well.
When you get there, smoke a bunch of you guys. That's the smartest joke. You're like, what? He didn't
I'm the
say
smart guy.
Whoa.
I went to law school for a year, dude.
it. Dude,
I
that's a
wish,
really
dude.
good Adam Tiller impression.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, no,
He's got the cadence,
I
dude.
love it. Yeah.
Dude, and when somebody bails from Tacoma, let me know, because I've always had Tacoma on the map. I have a giant map of the Pacific Northwest, and the central part of everything is Tacoma. Like, you could go up to Vancouver, you
go
could go
up.
out to Spokane, you could go to Portland, you could go down.
It's a good home
Mhm.
base,
It's-
honestly.
Yeah.
Shouts out to
Well,
Coma, friend
dude,
of the
feel
podcast.
free to come through anytime.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Oh,
how long?
James,
You said
I
you started
appreciate
in
that.
Yeah, dude.
18, 17 or 18?
Well, when I moved to Portland, I took like 2 years just to be a hitman speedrunner on the Xbox instead of doing comedy.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Did you do
then
any streaming on Twitch or something?
no, I never found a way to stream it. It's just so repetitive. You're trying to like cut down on
Yeah.
Saving frames, baby.
saving frames, and so
Gamer turd.
I was just
Billy does
finally
that
not in
porn.
San Diego where I'd
I
grown up.
speedrun porn.
And so I did three years of comedy in San Diego. Say that again.
I speedrun porn. That's what you said. Wait, so wait, what is-
speed?
The girl doesn't
Oh,
even
so
have her
it's-
clothes off yet.
Damn, that's funny.
I came before I even learned whether it was going to be a stepsister or stepmother, dude.
Sorry, go ahead. You were
No,
in San Diego.
I saw a really old woman today be like, "Well, I'm not your real sister." I'm like, "Yeah, obviously. You're way old. You're decades older."
I love the progression it goes. Like when they're like 18 to 20, their stepdaughter, and when they're like 20 to 23, they're like stepsister, and then fucking anything above that, their stepmom. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I don't see very much? Step grandmother.
You're just not
Never
looking hard
gets-
enough.
Yeah.
No,
When-
you're just
when
not
is
looking
that-
hard enough. I can
Yeah,
I
you
can
know
Grandmother's
what?
a crazy-
When is that
Fitz.
interaction ever going to take place? When are you alone with your step
This
grandma?
makes
Well,
me
but
think
the
that
thing-
you've
It's not about the realism, but I can show you the scenes.
You've
That's all
searched
I'm
this
saying.
in some sort of website, and it's come up no results.
He's like, for the life of me, I can't find step grandmother. It's all
Whoever-
real grandmother.
Well, you know what-
Whoever's
what's-
making it out
What's kind of
there.
crazy is I have a step grandmother. My grandmother went
wants to fuck her.
lesbian when she was 70 years old.
Ooh.
Damn.
Why not?
That means
dude?
she wanted it. No, that
quarter.
means she wanted it the whole time, but thought it was a sin. Like for
7
sure.
decades of
I respect
repression.
the hell
Dude,
out
she
of
had
that.
5 kids.
I might get gay in a fucking retirement home. Who knows, dude?
Yeah,
Dude, we've gotten you're fucking 3 more Rangers away from getting gay today. Like,
Dude, just like that's how America's changed, dude. You used to be able to be married to a lesbian for decades, and now you can't keep any of these sluts for a fucking month.
no, bro. My aunt had roommates my whole
my
life
22 years,
until like
I'll tell you what.
fucking 6 months ago. She
And-
finally got married, but it was
To,
always just
to a man?
roommates. No,
Did you go to the wedding?
actually, I was at the wedding. I was DJing.
You DJ'd your
He was disc
your gay aunt's
jockeying.
wedding?
Yeah,
You
DJ.
sneak into your own
Dyke
tracks
jockey.
in there.
Your tracks.
You sneak some of your own
Jockey.
tracks
And
in
then
there.
there's this new guy, this new cat, as you would say. There's this new cat with a dope beat. Talking
Nah,
like Logan.
my aunt is like
That's the name of the album.
There's some fire.
music bitch. She was like wanted to micromanage the fuck out of the playlist.
You're being
Sorry,
a
Brent,
music
we cut you
bitch.
off. You were saying
No, it was some bullshit about San Diego. I did 3 years there before.
So the dentist
And
was
LA.
saying that I
For
need a
child porn?
mechanical job because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
I
shot
was
because my
the, I was
comedy's
the
too
bait
dangerous.
kid on the Chris Hansen stuff.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah. I feel like somebody just said that in a joke.
Chris
You can see-
Hansen?
I'm
No, he
crazy.
made a pedophile
Imagine,
joke. I
imagine
just
getting
ripped
molested
on
by
it.
Chris Hansen. No one's gonna believe you. Like, who's gonna come stop him?
That was always a rumor that would go around.
That
Like
he-
when I was in like elementary school and middle school, you know that like he ended up being a pedophile.
circle. I'm just cutting across a whole circle. Right
Speaking of pedophilia, I just watched that 3-part Jared Fogle
now.
doc.
Ooh. I
Holy
wanna watch
shit,
that.
man!
Whoa.
I mean, that
How
dude,
has that not been a documentary yet?
Right?
That's great.
That was
Finding
that
Fogle,
was
dude?
low-hanging fruit. I mean,
Finding
Jesus Christ, you
Fogle.
want to pile on that guy? There are some deeply disturbing, like, I mean, just like the shit he says, like this, like lady's like egging him on, like,
As opposed to those
like, what's
other
like the youngest lady, you like.
pedophiles that aren't
He's like,
disturbing.
you want to see me pound out? He says word for word, you want to see me pound out a 13.
Is it over text?
He said no. It's literally verbal
Oh, okay.
over the phone.
Oh, you listen
What
to
is
it?
the context of what?
All right, so he like gets this lady who thinks is his main bitch, his bottom bitch.
He thinks
Like
she's
his
in on it.
his
He
Ghislaine?
thought she was a down
Yeah,
bitch.
He thought he
She's like-
found a Ghislaine. He found
Yes,
a fucking
yeah,
market
Yes,
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
great comparison. That like he thought like she's like, just tell me everything you want to do, like tell me all your fantasies. Like meanwhile, she
But
like
she's
her
in on
motives
it.
She's
are
just
like she
wearing
wants to
a
be a
wire.
journalist, like because like Jared's huge at this time. Like he's like all over the world. He's making appearances all over the place, and like he
Letting
falls in
little
love with
kids
this,
try
like,
his big ass pants on.
Yeah, dude, the pants were part of
The
his luggage in
pants.
a way that you have to like. It's crazy.
Do you think he kept the same pants or just bought more pants of
he
the
just
same
kept
size?
stopping at Old Navy? He's like, give me the biggest pair
Give
you
me the
got.
6Xs.
But no, he finds this one pig in Florida, and she turns out to be like, she's like, oh, I want to
the
be a
only kind of
journalist. She's
Florida.
like a radio personality, but she wants to be a journalist, and like she like fakes a romantic interest in him, and over time, she's recording all their conversations, and like she does sort of like lead him and egg him on, but she's like, all right, just like tell me like what's the craziest thing you've ever done, and then he says like verbatim like, I like pounded out like a 13-year-old. Like he gets nuts.
And
with,
they
like-
have that on the documentary.
But turns out
He was talking
that's
about
not illegal. To say that is not illegal. So they had to like
It's
get him.
comedy,
They had to
dude. It was
get
a
him on something. It's
You know what's
crazy.
you know what's
have to
crazy
get him
about
on
that part
something.
is that she wasn't motivated by saving the kids. She just
Yeah.
wanted to break a good story.
Yes,
to
she was
make-
motivated by journalism.
That's
yeah.
so
How do you
wild.
think she
It's crazy.
heard about it?
Well, no, because it got crazy because then he was like, you want to hear something crazy? I want naked pictures of your kids. And she's like, shook. Obviously, that's fucking crazy.
Wow.
He's
the
like, all right,
boldness.
kids.
Check out this doc. I'm not gonna spoil it. Check out this doc. It's
Mommy
fucking
needs to go
bold.
viral, kids. So we're all gonna take a bath now.
Damn.
He asks for crazy shit.
I just imagine like a
Wow.
dramatization. It's like a kid in the dark. You see the door open and a beam of light comes through, and then a dude just unfolds his big pants. You see his shadow grow. They're like, no.
It's just so crazy how somebody like can rise from like they like interview like all the people that like went to high school and middle school with him. They were like, what would it be like to like sit at a lunch table with Jared Fogle? And the one girl was like, social suicide. She was like, he was the worst kid ever. So then he like, I mean, got bullied into becoming the biggest pedophile.
So, I gotta say,
You're
though,
blaming the bullies for that?
it's kind of their fault. If they were like, yo, Jared's pretty sick, I don't think he loses all that weight.
You don't think he goes to Thailand?
And he would
50
love
times?
kids even more because they were so nice to him growing up.
That's a fair argument. I had never thought about it that way. I like
That's a
that.
good point.
But yeah,
I-
the
whoever-
lady was like, he keeps asking us to go to Thailand. We go like every 2 weeks. It's like, get out of
Holy
hand.
That's so
Fogle
much
didn't give a
Thailand.
shit, dude.
Why wouldn't you just
Whoever was
move
the
to
guy
Yeah,
that
just
works for
be-
Subway in marketing that came up with the $5 footlong, and
Mm.
like, because that was what
Oh,
got
that was
people off
great.
the Fogle thing.
Nobody wants to go there anymore because that's gone.
Yeah, I know, but like that.
Yeah, you're like $10 foot long. Give me
Added-
5.
yeah, exactly.
I actually I miss Jared. That's why I don't.
the quality really
You
went
just
down
go there and
after
sit
that.
in a giant pair of pants and like fucking pound a meatball, and you're like, yeah,
Bro, the
I like a
meatball
brand
was
ambassador with some
supreme.
edge.
The meatball was their finest product.
I like
Can we
the
all
meatball.
agree on that?
dude, that's such a genius.
Probably.
If
Brent, what
a
was your
$5 sandwich made us all forget about those kids.
Because of the savings.
I went with the
Genius.
Subway. I was a Subway melt guy.
Milk?
The melt?
The
Oh,
melt.
melt.
Wow, that's crazy.
I went there and I just got milk and left.
Those little tiny 2%
2% and I'm getting the fuck out.
Dude, Subway's got the best milk.
What kind of melt though? You talking BLT,
Fat-free,
chicken teriyaki?
obviously.
What are we talking?
The melt would be like
Is that the tuna melt?
it's like it's ham, turkey.
Shame on you, Fitz.
Ham, turkey, and something else. Cheese.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fitz
Okay.
would put tuna in the toaster.
That Subway
and
tuna.
stuff.
No, that's why I
that's
was
something
wondering.
We
demonic.
had a
have-
slight sandwich bit the other day, and it got a little testy over here. But
Did you know
Oh,
that
yeah.
the subway workers have like, you know how the athletes on their wrist they have the plays, football people?
No
They-
shit.
On the bar
They
above them when they're looking at you, that it has like melt, this, and this. So like, if you forget, you
Yeah.
can look.
Dude,
'cause
That's
they're-
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I would
worked
never
for Jimmy
memorize
John's
it.
for
I
3
would
weeks.
never try to memorize it.
And they were dickheads about it. They were like, "You want to fucking work here? You write. Here's a blank paper. Write down the menu, retard."
Oh, what?
I tried to get a
It
job
was
at.
brutal, dude. I failed twice. I wasn't good enough for Jimmy John's twice.
I
On
tried
my
to get a
third try,
job
though,
at
I got
Jersey
it.
You have like a
Mike's.
fucking master's degree, but you don't have a. Wait, did you finish your?
I don't have a master's now.
Oh,
I
you
have
got a.
bachelor's,
You
yeah.
got a. You have a bachelor's degree, but you couldn't pass Jimmy John's school.
I
Sandwich
did.
college
I
is too
eventually
much.
Passed.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah?
I eventually passed.
I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree and went to a restaurant where I started as a host, and they were like, and then you'll learn the menu and become a server.
Dude, the
And I was
hierarchy
like,
of restaurants.
I don't know shit, and I don't about food, and I don't care about food at all.
Mhm.
I stayed just a host. I called myself a male hostess because it's such a,
But you're working with
I was-
all
Because a
ladies
real man
for
stops
sure.
being
yeah, they're
It's
like
all like
16
college
year old.
sophomores.
No, they're like
yeah.
16-year-olds
High
at their
school
first
sophomores,
job.
Christ
Yeah, I'm in
almighty.
downtown Littleton. I'm like 22, just getting
Colorado.
high. Like I don't know. I just moved here for the experience.
Jesus.
Thank God you got that job or not Logan, because it would have been a
Logan
fucking.
would've, yeah.
Oh my god.
Logan would have a
dude.
documentary about him worse
Yeah,
than
dude.
Fogels. dude.
Oh
Be
my
catching
god.
Logan.
No, dude, Logan
Catching
wouldn't have done
Cantrell.
Catching Cantrell.
Logan wouldn't have taken $7.50 an hour. He wouldn't
Have
be
you
able to get his top shelf weed if he was getting
No.
$7.50 an hour.
Have you ever
Or my
been a
orange
s- Have you ever
sweatshirts,
been
dude.
before you worked at TCC? Have you ever been a server or a hostess?
Oh yeah,
Where at? What was the worst one?
hella places.
Did you ever work at like a chain, like an Olive Garden or Applebee's?
I was never a chain guy. I usually went for smaller places. I worked
He's
at
boutique. What are you talking about?
Everything I serve is
Hello.
Croca.
Mom and pop,
I
no
worked
HR.
He'd go in, they'd tell him to learn the
Matador.
menu, and he'd look at it and he'd be like, "This is fucking gross. I'm out of here."
Where's the Gruyere?
I worked at Matador for a while. I worked at this Italian restaurant called La Rustica. I worked at St. Honore's in Portland for a long time.
See, these all sound really classy.
Have you,
You
Saint-
wanted to be a sommelier.
I was
I worked
looking into
I
that.
worked at a place called Merle's, and it was a converted. It was a converted there was an auto repair shop that had been converted into a restaurant, and they kept that
Hell
theme.
yeah.
So there was like garages and like trucks, truck art.
I've worked at Little Caesars too. Like I don't.
Dude,
wanna-
dude.
I've worked at two different Little Caesars in two different
Ooh.
states.
I was a little
Like-
Caesar field.
That's pretty sick.
Shout out
Nice.
Little Caesars.
I worked at
dude.
Little Caesars in Redding, California.
Nice.
And in fucking Ashland, Oregon, where my boss tried to blow up the restaurant for insurance money.
Nice.
It was
He
he fucking
failed.
yeah. He paid someone to fucking he paid some. Well, he not only paid him, he gave them his keys and coat. So this guy came in my boss's coat with his keys and
Was
like
it a trench coat?
kinda, and he like turned on the gas of the oven and lit a candle. And then the chick came in to open the next morning and was like, "It smells like gas in here." But like this was in a building that was connected to like 4 other businesses.
Ooh.
So like I can't remember exactly what happened. There was a whole court case when I ended up leaving Ashland that was going on, and I was like, I don't want no part of this shit.
That sounds alright.
But he was like the only guy that could have a Little Caesars across the street from a college dorm and fucking lose money every month. Like I don't know what was happening, but he just wasn't doing it right.
Did you get transferred from one to the other? Is
No,
This guy's a
We gotta
problem.
They hit him
He's
like a
an
Catholic
asset,
priest.
But a problem. He
Yeah,
needs to be
exactly.
moved like a
No,
priest.
I worked in Redding when I was living there with my stepbrother, and then I was like, "This fucking sucks. I'm out of here." After
Jeez,
like
step
6
bro,
months.
I gotta move.
And then
out
you
of
found
here.
the same job in a different city.
Dude, he's your stepbrother
No,
and
I-
the pizza delivery
I
guy. He was fucking.
He was your bang, bro.
Hey, I just brought over this pizza and I'm gonna repair the washing machine while I'm at it. You mind, step bro?
stuck.
I keep missing the times that Willie makes it about porn.
It's every time.
My mom lived in Medford, or she still lives in Medford. And so I moved up there. I worked at like a Papa Murphy's and like some other shit. I was also a hibachi chef for like a year and a half.
Damn, dude. Are you like 35?
I'm 27.
Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah.
What life have you lived?
Hibachi chef. Now, you should have led with
A
that
life
one.
of a life of
Yeah.
chasing
Hibachi
opulence,
was sick.
dude.
Working
I
hibachi
worked
was
a job
cool.
for more than 6 months.
Yeah, I was a hibachi chef for like a year and a half. The reason I started working at Little Caesars again is because my homie worked there and was like, I just need someone to work here. And I was like, I've literally done all of this before, so like, I can do that.
Right.
Was your interim from hibachi to Little Caesars?
I was
to
doing
hibachi?
so much fucking coke when I worked at Little Caesars. Right?
The second time?
A cola.
The second
Ashland?
time.
Yeah.
The second time.
Yeah.
So I remember one time I'd been up all night doing blow with my homie. And, like, literally this dude that we knew that sold coke was, like, hot. And so he's like, I need to leave my stash at your house. And he gave us two separate
you let him because he was hot?
No, because coke.
You're so sexual.
Yeah,
you do make it.
He's the one that called him hot.
listen to
He's the
a
one that called him hot.
story.
He called him hot.
Member of this podcast.
What
It
happened-
really is
what
so
happened-
why he can't write
gave
anything
Did he
me
not call him hot?
Every
he gave
bit
me
is
two
dirty.
separate
You
ounces.
meant it in drug terms, dude.
He gave me two
Be
separate
cool,
ounces.
Willie.
Yeah,
And he
this
was
guy.
all like, all right, this ounce cannot be touched. If you touch it, I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And he's like, this ounce, I know you're going to take some, so just take a little bit off of this one if you have to, type of thing.
Yeah.
And so I did most of that ounce.
No.
But it was fine, dude. Like, it ended up being totally fine. But I was up all night doing coke with my friend. I went to work, and I had, like, a gram, and I was the only one scheduled because it was slow. So I'm just, like, making the hot and readies, whatever. There hadn't been anyone in, like, an hour. I keep going to the bathroom, and I'm just doing bumps, and I'm fucking making pizzas, and I'm doing bumps, and I'm
Hell
just,
yeah.
like, just jamming out to, like, Kimya Dawson songs. Come on. Fucking, I remember at one point, I went to go put I had just taken this fat line, and I went to put a pizza in the oven, and like the blast of hot air that I breathed in just hit me, and I just fucking threw up all over the floor.
Oh my God!
Oh,
In the oven?
No, not in the
Oh,
oven, just
Jesus
all over the
Murphy.
floor, right?
Okay.
Now, there's the ovens, and then, like, right behind the ovens, there's the fucking, like, counter space where you interact with people. So I'm on the other side of the ovens, and I just threw up everywhere. And the first customer in, like, 3 hours walks in, like, immediately after.
No.
And, like, if you've ever thrown up on coke, you're also insanely fucking high. So you're just like,
There's still
fucking-
some coke in that throat.
Oh,
you
you
can
so
probably
I'm just,
salvage.
like, doing-
Shit.
like, I go and I, like, help them. I sell them. Somehow, I'm just like, please don't
Your eyes
smell
are
it.
watery.
Yeah, bro. I'm like fucking not
Dude.
in a good space. Like I managed to wash my hands.
You were
first.
so lucky
That's
that
the-
person was just as high as you were.
Yeah, for sure. They was like hot and ready, and I was like sick. And I sold it to him, and I think I like might have just given it to him. Honestly, but then I cleaned it all up. But it
Damn.
was fine.
Oh
but-
my god.
That's wild.
Is that
Shouts
a
out
thing?
Little Caesars, dude. It's like a it's like a fucking
Jeez,
auto
dude.
parts store now.
Wait, is that a thing like doing so much coke that you throw up?
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, coke will
If
make
you do
vomit.
too much coke at once.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay. All right, coke guy.
Bro,
Some people do.
just
I've heard.
Same with porn, dude. Porn also. If you do
It'll
too
make
Now
you
we're
throw
talking
up.
This
Yeah.
guy's speed.
That'd be good. That would be nice if like watching too much porn, like watching porn at a certain point would just make you nauseous.
Oh, interesting.
I
That'd be
think there'll
nice.
There'll,
Like
there'll
getting
become a day
hypnotized
when
by
they
the
limit
cigarette?
what you can watch. I think that day's coming.
They probably should.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever
They
hear
shouldn't let
about
Fitz
those
watch all
guys-
that grandma porn.
I think they already do it in Russia.
You ever see those
Great
guys?
grandma
They get
porn.
hypnotized to get nauseous when they smoke cigarettes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've heard of that as a thing, but
You ever met anyone who had it happen?
no, I have not.
I knew a guy. He said had him make him think it was a worm. So when he would it would touch his lips, it would like feel like a worm.
I would overcome that and be like, I am a fish. Worms are delicious. I want them in my mouth.
It'd be
dude,
funny
you
if
probably
they
do
did that with
porn.
like in the South with like homophobic people. Like, this cigarette is a dick. You don't want you don't want no dick in your mouth, Glenn.
Oh no!
Brent, can you think of a time in me? I'll give you some time if you need to think about it, but the concept of the show is like rough sets. What is like the worst comedy has ever gone? Like, what was the roughest set you've ever done, or one recently that
San
went pretty
Diego.
bad? Let's hear it back.
Father's Day.
Oh, Jesus.
2015.
Oh, times were good.
I was a popcorn salesman.
Oh yeah,
For
dude.
whom?
That's when I remember.
Popcornopolis.
I remember the days you'd come by with the big
What?
bags.
Oh yeah,
You'd come by with the.
I
big
had this
bags,
job
dude.
like Logan did 2 stints with Little Caesars. I did 4 stints with Popcornopolis.
4 stripes on
It's
the
so crazy.
sleeve,
It's so
dude.
crazy to quit a job 3 times and then still put on a hat that says that and go to work. You're like, God damn it! I swear I was better.
Greek motherfucker owns this shit.
That's so funny. I do a joke about that. It's not. It just means a city of popcorn. But the joke is that it was founded by a guy named Mykonos Popcornopolis.
That's great.
And then I say, what do you think? AutoZone is an Italian-owned company? Tony AutoZoni.
Yeah. Great joke.
Doing bits on the podcast.
How you fucking? It did feel.
Yeah, we don't do.
attack the
It
guest.
felt
You
wrong.
attack
It
Willie.
felt wrong. Can we
He
cut
wishes
that out?
He had bits to come on the podcast.
Can we bleep?
No.
Can we bleep out that whole bit?
If you cut it out, then we're gonna say you said the N word.
Whoa!
Jesus,
Brent, what the fuck?
What do you
dude?
Fitz
What
over
in
here?
the fuck? All right, cut it.
I
cut
said it with
cut
an
it.
A. I
You
said
were
it
an
with
edgy guy.
I said it.
You are from
Whoa.
San Diego.
Unbelievable.
I used an A. I didn't use the ER.
You're not fooling anybody. That's not a half black beard.
Oh, speaking of what kind
No,
of
wait,
Middle
wait,
Eastern
Father's
are you?
Day.
I know I know you do the joke about a wrong saying Taliban.
I'm a quarter Chinese. I have no Middle Eastern.
Nice.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Quarter Chinese, dude.
Popcorn.
What's the other three quarters? Like fucking Arab?
Just a lot of European. Yeah. Protestants. I don't know what
Protestants.
But I'm curious about this Father's Day show.
Yeah.
Oh, Father's Day.
Gotta
Good
hear
tell.
about the rough
I'm working
side.
for Popcornopolis selling, and we sell in El Centro in the middle. It's a border city, like almost halfway to Arizona, and it's like 120 degrees. Me and Queso Blanco, my partner, because
Queso Blanco, dude.
there's a whole lot
Is
of
that a
bag.
comic?
There's a lot of black. He had a cocaine he had a cocaine problem too, so that
It wasn't a
yeah.
problem. I was just doing a lot of it.
he
I had a lot
Wait,
of free
did
coke and I
he
was
love the
doing it.
white cheddar popcorn?
he didn't speak Spanish, and my name was Senor Palomitas because I was Mr. Popcorn, and this was like a Spanish-speaking city, and I got
Whoa.
booked to do a Spanish-only show in San Diego, and
No
so
bueno.
no bueno. But I did it for 4 years in high school, and I was speaking it a
Oh,
lot
I
at
got
work.
this.
So I was like,
Okay.
I could translate a lot of my jokes on
Bibliotech.
Google Translate,
Nice.
and I'll just do that. And so I'm only doing 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna go great.
I'm coming back with my buddy.
Shout out that program.
Queso Blanco.
Queso
Queso
Blanco
Blanco,
from this gig. It's a Sunday night show. We're on our way back from town, and we have this like sample bag of jalapeno cheddar that I took from work, and I was like, perfect. So I'll go on stage, I'll do the joke about you, and then I'll point to you, and you can like hand out. I had him like wear his hairnet and gloves, and I was like, and you can give samples. I'll just give samples
people love
to
samples.
the people.
You're doing like dinner theater.
Dude, and so I went up and I was like introduced the idea that I sell popcorn and mi nombre es Senor. They don't laugh at my jokes. I'm like, I think that they pretty much thought I was like mocking the entire culture on Father's Day.
And then you had a
I'm a
Mexican
Reddit
come out in a
mocker.
hairnet and pass shit out.
And I was like, mi compañero Queso Blanco, ¿quién quiere pruebas? Like, who wants samples? Es jalapeno cheddar. And I started saying the thing like,
Yeah.
and
Jalapeno cheddar, they love
they
that.
all just, nobody wants any free samples. And I just go,
Sayonara El Blanco Senor.
it was so bad. And like the headliner on the show later, he was like, he pulled me aside and was like, a lot of those jokes don't make any sense. Like, who told you what the words for those are? And I was like, well, I just use Google Translate.
Most trustworthy source in the world.
And he actually,
any sense.
to his credit, he like helped me with a few of them. Like, now you gotta say clave instead of whatever.
Did he go on? Did the host actually go on stage and go, "It's a Google Translate" or whatever? And
Dude, I
everyone
didn't
goes,
even-
Oh, I get it. Like,
They spoke so fast and fluent. I didn't even whatever he said in my intro. I didn't understand until he's like, blah, 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 Brent Lowrey.
You're like, no, I'm
Yes.
Senor Popcorno.
it's Buster Rhymes.
Senior popcorn.
I did 2 more
Proper
Spanish-only
stand.
shows after that. One went well, and then one was another.
Were you working the
terrible
popcorn bit?
joke. I
still?
backed off the popcorn bit.
I like
Yeah.
the idea of bringing free samples to the show.
That's nice,
It
dude.
didn't
That'll
work
win
at
'em
all.
over.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Did you ever do that move again?
Nah.
If there's anything Mexican people love, it's free corn.
But I like that it's like everything that happened that time down with the ship.
Talk about our Latinx brothers like that.
Our Latinx
Oh,
brothers.
Do you not like elote?
That's so
No,
funny.
no
It's
bueno.
got too much
You don't
mayo
like
for me.
elote?
No
Elote's
pequeño
got
or
too much
whatever.
mayo. I
No
don't like sugar in my
pequeño.
dinner. Corn's good. though.
You guys are esgringos.
Dude, I lived in Mexico.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
What
I never
part?
finished that story.
That was just a long
So after I
vacation.
came back with Lacey,
Yeah, your
To
parents got
Portland?
another beach house.
no, Karina, you know Karina?
Blue collar.
Yeah.
Karina and I went to Mexico for 3 months.
Dude, does
We went
Fitz
down
just
to
have
Oaxaca.
bitches?
Guess so.
Fitz gets bitches, dude. That's
Yeah, but
crazy.
none of them know Karina.
Yeah, once they go once they go on vacation with Fitz, they disappear from the Portland
Yeah,
comedy
exactly.
scene.
Karina moved to New
Yeah,
York.
Never seen again.
Karina went to
He's doing all their jokes 2 months
Texas.
later.
Yeah,
They're-
dude, that'd be so funny.
This lady.
They're buried.
Dude, I'm
He's a
doing
serial
Karina's
killer that
bits.
steals women's material.
They can't
Dude,
find
this
me.
is-
I buried the bodies in Mexico.
Fitz seems like a guy whose like wife died in a boating accident in international waters.
He seems like a guy
She
who's
just
had like
slipped, she
3
slipped.
wives die in mysterious circumstances.
Something
No,
nautical.
I think Karina's doing good in New York right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yuck.
There's a really good bakery called Karina's.
Fuck her.
They make good
Care,
croissants.
fuck her.
She's clearly
Shouts
a
out
dumb woman
Karina,
if she went
friend
to
of the podcast.
Mexico for 3 months with Fitz.
It was sick. Mexico. We just ate food for so cheap.
Ooh.
Just every day, just pig
Shows.
out, dude.
That's why you're so fat.
Tortas and tacos. Yeah.
But speaking of
well,
which,
I
where
mean,
we
might
at
need to
time
get-
wise?
we
Where
might
we
need
at
to get
time
down
wise,
to that
Fitz?
yeah,
now.
dude.
Where we at?
We're at probably like 105.
What? That's
It
perfect.
might be time for the
Time
final
for the
segment.
weigh-in.
I love it.
It's time for the
Will
weigh-ins.
grab the scale?
Let's do it.
So
Well,
let's
we-
do
it's
it.
been that,
behind
it's
you
become
on
that
that red
time.
lamp is this hat.
We
call it the
place
fat
it on this
hat.
Yeah, put the
fat
fat
piece
hat
of
on Zach
shit,
for
Zach.
starters.
Nice fanny pack, by the way.
Thank you. That's my weed fanny pack.
Ah,
Dude.
smart.
Oh, it's the glorious.
The
Yes.
fat hat.
Glory, glory.
So I should
Thanks.
take this off. I don't want to add 2/8 to the to my
I think
equation.
you're probably on the good side on this.
Now,
on
it
this
should be
side.
noted that this scale does not work.
Yeah, the scale's off by about 10 pounds.
I weighed
I think,
myself at
like,
Adam's
when-
house today, so I know exactly what I was.
I think like
Adam,
under
So
where
you-
You're the
mic
control.
stand
You can
is
tell us
low.
how much it's off, because it's off the same for everybody.
Adam steals fat valor. I will say.
Sure.
It's like, you could be. He was fat at a time.
What
I
the
get it.
fuck?
Move it.
I
move
also
it
used
to
to
where
be
the
funny at a
mic
time.
There's
stand
no
is.
way you're 111 degrees. I mean, I said degrees. Hey, that's like when you said.
He's got a fever.
All right.
Is it something about being bald that just makes
you
you
gotta wait for
guys?
it.
All right,
fucking-
Willie is now weighing in.
Handsome? Yeah.
You
I
weigh
think so.
Sean amount of weight. All right.
You gotta wait for it to clear. Quit stepping on it.
Yeah, Logan.
Now go.
I was
There we are. All right. The
You're a one-
weigh-in is as he steps upon it. He weighs as much as a
Ooh.
girl.
Willie 173.0
On the nose, 173.
Thanks,
Damn,
Jane
that-
Fonda.
Not
All right.
surprising, it's
Is that
gone
what
up a
you
little
want?
bit.
What's your goal weight, Will?
I hang
a bunch
around
of
170.
Jane
pussy-ass
Fonda of the
calories.
podcast.
I mean, dude,
steps
I'm-
off the way.
I'm way skinnier than all these.
Yeah,
fat
you're
fucks
probably
on this
like
podcast.
183.
How tall are you?
He's about to tell us
Like
how off the
6'1".
scale is because he knows his exact weight.
I,
So,
This is a
uh,
great
Let's see
bit.
what you
I
got.
love this
I was
bit.
150 on the dot today
All right.
at Adams.
I love this joke. This is good. Jesus
148.5.
okay, it's
Dude,
way
you've been
closer
working
than I
out.
thought.
Did you take a
You
shit
probably
in
took
between
a,
then
you
and now?
probably were wearing less clothes.
I'm walking around
Yeah.
with 2 more fetuses in this
I was
dude.
wearing my
All right,
weed
Logan.
bag.
Let's go Logan
I
up
guess
next.
It's pretty accurate. I
You
thought it was.
You smoked all that weed.
Mm-hmm. At the Motel 6 in Fife. That's my spot.
You know
Shout
who's
out
a
to
really
them.
good artist.
All
All right, Brent,
Is,
skinniest on the
Fife
cast
is
today.
where all the cheap motels
I
are.
should,
bro.
yeah. That's,
Dude, you should hit us up and just crash on a
I
couch.
should.
sometime.
That's
Oh.
Lizzo's doing
Heated
something pretty
blanket.
cool. I don't know if
188.8
you
for
guys have
Logan
seen-
Cantrell. What?
188.8.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the artist
188.8.
Lizzo. She's doing a cool thing right now.
All
where
right, you
she's like,
tubs of lard.
What's Lizzo
Oh wait,
doing?
should we let the champ go first?
doing her
Should we let
best.
champ go? Oh no, champ goes last, right? Champ goes
Yeah,
last.
the-
What did Logan come out
Champ
to?
goes last.
188.8.
It's
Yeah, the
funnier
challenger.
If I go last.
James
Muscle weighs more than
Fitzmaurice.
fat, dude.
Yeah, my shit's gonna light up 2-piece immediately.
190.8.
Damn.
That's looking pretty
Either
good.
Fitz is getting lighter or I'm getting heavier.
Oh no.
Nacho diet.
No wait, step off, step off.
Hop off.
Wait for it to clear.
Too
Sean,
eager to keep the crown, are we?
I know.
It fits well. You guys.
Dude,
don't
he's
deserve
nothing
it.
without
Is this
it.
a weight loss podcast?
No.
No, it's a weight gain
fat shaming
podcast.
Nothing about
She's
this
like,
seemed.
hey, how do we end this thing? Oh, we
Nothing
call
about
Zach
this seemed
fat again.
healthy until the end. We're
No,
like,
it's
what?
really, it's cool.
I'm just kidding.
It's for everyone.
Save the unhealthiest for last.
Yeah, there we are.
Ooh, buddy.
What the fuck is that?
198.3.
Is that up from last
He
week?
earned
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fat hat.
that's gotta be
sack
up.
of shit,
Wow.
And
bro.
the hat
That's gotta be
remained.
up.
Never gets old. Ha ha.
You know
It
what?
doesn't,
It's
apparently.
so
It
funny.
doesn't.
You know
You'd
what
think
is
you'd
getting
get
old?
tired
Your
of it.
heart, it ages faster when you're fat like this. Like,
Shit.
Man,
Jesus,
you
dude.
bombed on this one tonight.
Damn. So is this all just like a segment to subtly intervent your
Zach
life?
from being a fucking tub of love.
I don't
We
know,
want him to
dude.
lose weight. We really do.
Right.
I think
right.
it
We all
started
do
with
want
the
that
hat,
from him.
actually.
And you
We might
just
need a
use-
real intervention. Like one of these episodes, we'll invite like your brother and dad and girlfriend over,
Have
and
you
they'll
ever
just
thought
show
I don't think
up.
it's gonna work, man.
Have you ever just thought about like not eating?
Huh?
Have you ever thought about not eating?
We all know that my problem is not eating; it is drinking.
Just drink liquor for like a
No,
week.
dude, you know.
Logan, I don't want to listen to you because like
Do you have
you
any?
stink, man.
And-
I
and
don't
Zach,
Best case scenario,
Ass.
I'm you.
Can
Come
you
on, let's stop.
counterbalance this with any type of physical? Do you do like
That sounds
basketball?
ridiculous.
He's,
No, I
he's
mean, like,
throwing
you mean-
steel around
He
all day.
likes basketball.
Do you like to play?
He's throwing
No,
titanium
play, you
over his
lost him, you
shoulder.
lost him.
Look,
I'm
I
a blue
did. I
collar
did lose
worker,
him.
and when I get done with what I got to do every day, I like to have like a bunch of beers. My bad. I'm so out of the ordinary.
Is there a
His
number
jacket is
that
very
is
blue
there a number
collar.
that would alarm you?
What's that?
Is there a number that would hit that scale where you'd be like, oh?
No, because I'm out of phase now in my alcoholism where I addressed it and I realize it is a problem, but like,
What if you hit
fuck
like
you. I'll fix
You
it
know
when I
what?
get around to it.
What
dude.
if you hit the dude?
I've
what if you
made
hit
this an
225?
intervention. Zach doesn't like it.
What's that?
What if you hit 225?
Ooh.
225 is preposterous. I'm never gonna get there.
Until it's not.
Yeah, until it's not, dude.
If it gets to 225, you guys can beat the shit out of me.
I will.
Flip it.
And
Ooh, is that what we should start doing
We
every
should just
time?
feed him
Did
now.
he
Hey,
buy
Zach,
you 30
I will
racks?
fight you guys if I get to 225.
Dude.
You're gonna be
Let us
hard to
jump
take
you.
back.
That'll
That's
be-
a great cast, dude. We fight each other
Yeah,
because
that's-
I'm too fat.
Yeah,
That would be sick. I'm down with that.
they're just gonna have to dodge a little bit. Fucking-
Yeah.
It's a shame, like,
What,
because
to
I
to
could
dodge
be
his
like
tits?
super into blow, and I'd be hella skinny, but like this is just
Sure.
my thing.
Could be.
I like beer.
You should
Oh,
get a
he
job
could
at Little
be
Caesars.
if he wanted to.
Why don't you go fucking spill some fucking cocaine on a Little Caesars shit or whatever you made up earlier, dude? Fuck you.
You're accusing Logan of
Oh,
made
yeah,
up
he's
stories.
lying. Dude, that
Logan's
would be
Mr.
sick
Cool,
to just
dude. He's
make
like,
up
yeah, one
stories.
time I spilled cocaine all over Little Caesars.
No, he vomited.
I puked all over Little
Yeah.
Caesars because
I wasn't
fucking
listening
did
because the story
cocaine.
sucks so bad.
It was funny. I liked it. I like it, but a little pushback
Oh,
is
you
good.
stink! I hate when I get backed into a corner at the end of every podcast.
It
Like,
doesn't-
you're a fat
doesn't seem
retard,
like a
great.
segment
Well,
you
for the
would-
record, Zach, you cannot be backed all the way into a corner.
Yeah,
There's going to leave a heavy berth behind it. with
Circles
that
don't
big
fit
old-
into corners.
Yeah.
Square peg, round hole.
Fake podcast laughter for banter is good. Yeah, I like it. Good job, guys. It's really good for programming. Do you have anything to plug before we ask our final question? Like, what you got going on?
Instagram, Brent.
3 Haas?
3
No,
Haas.
thought it was
too hot.
2.
I thought it was too hot.
I gotta fix that because my website's Brentley, but
You got
it's
three. Three's with the goal.
3 Haas on Instagram. I gotta just fix that.
Word.
But right now it's
You
Brent.
gotta wait that 60 days.
Righteous.
Is that how that works?
No, I fucking I changed my name for a joke on Facebook, and I can't change it back for 60 days. I found out. Kind of a bummer. Whatever.
It's not worth it.
But you probably changed it to the best thing you could change it to.
Not
Logan Cantrell.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
the best. You're right in the pocket, dude.
I'm right there. I'm right there.
But you got any other things to plug, Brett?
I'm going to no. I mean, you got listeners in Appleton,
we
You don't
Wisconsin.
run any. You don't run any shows or anything.
Do
We're
my
big
phone?
in the Midwest.
Oh, well, we do the Don't Tells in Portland, which is cool.
Nice.
I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
Shout out P-Town. They love us. You heard it here first. That's a Rough Sets exclusive,
Yeah,
dude.
come to Port. If you're in Portland, check the Laughs PDX website. That's
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. That's
Thanks for coming in,
appreciate you.
dude.
And
Yeah.
you're doing great things, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Of
This was
course,
fun.
Anytime.
You're a
Thank
good
you,
dude.
Brent.
Who's your? Yeah.
And to end the show, Logan, why don't you go ahead and ask our
You ask
favorite
it.
question?
You ask it.
No, go ahead. You've never asked it on the program.
My least
Quit,
favorite
quit, hey,
Tacoma.
quit touching him.
Who's
That's
your
not funny,
who's
all
your
right? Quit
least favorite local
playing with
comic?
his.
My least favorite local comic here.
Least favorite local comic
You could do both.
of all time.
Do both.
Least favorite local comic.
Do
of
Portland and
all
Tacoma,
time.
or Seattle. You know.
My least favorite local comic of all time.
Say with the chest. It's all right if it's somebody in this room.
It's
Kill your parents!